inside Carmichael Gymnasium to court number 6 for championship game number 4 of 5. This is the men's competitive IM basketball championship. I'm Chris Lehman alongside Drew Blevins here on Wolfpack Sports Television. Drew, we're going to have a great one tonight.
Oh, without a doubt, because this one actually means something. Unlike the other games today, this is for a chance to compete in the NIRSA National Intramural Tournament next weekend right here in Carmichael Gymnasium in Raleigh. That's a lot at stake right here.
All right, so it will be Risk Gone Crazy in black up against Mr. Bron James from here on out, known as Bron James, in the red, and they will face off. Both teams riding big winning streaks coming in. Bron James, a 4-game win streak, but Risk Gone Crazy, Drew, has won 7 in a row. They're white hot.
Well, first, let me go ahead and start by saying that without a doubt, these are two of the greatest team names I think I've ever heard. Very creative on their part. But again, I mean, both these teams coming in fairly evenly matched. Both teams have caught fire as of recently, and both teams are very deserving to be here in this position.
All right, well, as we get ready for tip, there is one player on this Risk Gone Crazy team that actually played the previous game, Drew. I know you called that one. Victoria's Secret's Nate Otto ended up with 11 points in the last game. He's on the bench to start this one, though.
Yeah, that's just 11 from the field, not to mention the 3 free throws that he also made for 14. But that performance was absolutely belittled by that of number 44, Ben Simmons, who had 35.
All right, off the tip, Bron James controls. It will be number 33, David Mason, with the ball, top of the key. He's going to drive down right to the block. Layup over number 52, Jamel Lewis misses. Rebound brought down by Bron James. They bring it up quickly, and they come driving in, laid up and in. First basket of the game to Antoine Ross. A nice layup from him.
Just such speed and penetration. I mean, he went in almost untouched. Spectacular.
So a 2-0 lead for Risk Gone Crazy to start this game. Top of the key, Mason hands off. Gives it to Mosley, driving in, layup misses. Loose ball still taken control of, and looks like we will get a foul call. And it's
going to be on Coisters right there. And I mean, once again, now you're starting to see the speed differential.
3 from the corner, misses there. That shot coming from number 21, Javon Hodge.
Another foul on that play too, Chris.
And we will have a foul on number 10, Keenan Hairston, the captain of this Risk Gone Crazy team. So 2 quick fouls to start the game. This is most likely going to be the most physical game we see tonight, Drew.
Oh, without a doubt. These kids want it, every single one of them, and I think it's going to come down to who wants it more. That's probably going to be the winner of this ball game.
Driving, pulling up Mason. The fadeaway misses from the charity stripe. Rebound taken down by Hodge. He'll give it up top of the point. Lewis, long 3, misses. And it will be brought back up the floor by Bron James. Controlling it now, number 30, Nick Efford. Top of the key, fakes the shot, gives it over to Mason, left wing. Still way outside the arc. 18 minutes left in the first half, a 2-0 lead for Risk Gone Crazy. Driving now, Mason, layup and good.
And that's what it's going to take, those individual drives to the hole. Great man-to-man defense, just broken down right there with patience.
Errant pass by Risk Gone Crazy, tipped out of bounds off the hand of Keenan Hairston. And it will be a red ball, so Bron James will get a chance here to take the lead. Mason brings it across the timeline. Guarded loosely by Hodge. He's going to bring it into the left elbow. Picks up his dribble. High pressure. Ball stolen away by Keenan Hairston. Driving quickly. And they come. Layup good.
That's a 4-low isolation play for the point guard up top. That's not going to work against this Bron James, Risk Gone Crazy, team. And let me tell you why. Because they're the ones that have the speed advantage. They're going to be able to jump those passing routes when you're trying to make those long plays down low.
Mason drives in and draws a shooting foul, so he'll go to the line for 2. Jamel Lewis picks up his first foul of the game, and David Mason will go to the line.
Without a doubt, Lewis, by and large, the most sizable guy on the floor. You have to be able to control that size.
Here's the first free throw from Mason. Good. And he's 1 for 1 from the line now. That is his 3rd point of the game. He's got all the points so far for Bron James. Second one also good, and he's knotted the score up 4-4. And now it'll be brought up by Antoine Ross for Risk Gone Crazy. He'll stop right wing, back to the top of the key, Jamel Lewis. Back to Ross, back to Lewis, who loses it on the ground, grabbing it, Brandon Mason. They scramble for it on the floor, still loose, picked up by Lewis, and he dishes it off to number 41, Jalen Taylor. The three there from number 21, Javon Haas misses, and the rebound grabbed down by Kyrie Mosley. Brought back up, stolen away. Hodge with it again. Throws it up to Ross. He's got one man wide open layup, though, for Ross. It's good.
You just cannot allow him to get open in space. He's too fast, too quick, and that was a decent defensive effort against him there, but the footwork's just too good by Ross.
So David Mason brings it back up the floor. 4.5 minutes gone in this championship game. Fade away from Mason off the glass and off the rim. Miss. Coming in for the rebound, Coisters gives it off to Brandon Mason. Layup no good. Rebound taken down by Hodge. Quickly turning around. Stolen away at midcourt. Staying in bounds is Coisters, or excuse me, Nick Efford. Great play. He gives it to Coasters. He'll take a long two from the right corner and knocks it down.
I like that mid-range jumper right there by Coisters. That's a quality bucket. You can't drive because you don't have the size advantage down low, but you're able to create that mid-range game.
Hodge gives it off to Taylor, all the way across to Ross. Now right corner for Hodge, into Lewis at the block. Layup, no good. Lewis with the rebound, up again. Misses a second time, still with it. And again, off the glass, finally coming away with it. Bron James, a lot of great chances there for Jamel Lewis. He's got to hit one of those.
Yeah, Lewis is kicking himself, but right now he couldn't hit the ocean from the beach. That's got to go in.
And Kyrie Mosley, a chance for the and one, and a 3-point lead for Bron James on that layup. And Hodge gets his first foul. It is the 3rd team foul. And he knocks down the free throw. Does Mosley. He's got 3 points now, and he's 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. Taylor controlling in the top of the key. Gives it to Hodge in the paint. His shot bounces in.
This is the difference between this game and others that we've seen so far, is these teams are excellent ball shooters. I mean, sure, we knew that about Otto, and we've seen a couple of great individual performances, but as a general rule, these are probably the most skilled teams you're going to see tonight.
David Mason, the captain of this Bron James team, holding the ball up near half court, pressured by Hodge. He's finally going to move, driving into the middle of the paint, dishes off to his brother Brandon. His pass stolen away by Antoine Ross. They come back the other way. Leaves it off there for Hairston. Left corner out on the arc, and it's poked away by Nick Efford and out of bounds.
Not sure why Ross didn't go ahead and take that when he had his defender cheating on the pass. I think he probably could have got a bucket there.
Deep three, way long from Jalen Taylor. Rebound brought down by Efford. He'll bring it up the court. Got a man in the corner. He's going to drive. Lays it up and in. Great play by Nick Efford for his first basket of the game. And it's now 11-8, Bron James. Antoine Ross gives it off to Hairston. His three off the back iron, no good. And the loose ball gathered in by Efford. He'll give it off to David Mason, who will bring it up the court for Bron James.
It's not a good offensive possession there by Risk Gone Crazy. They're hurrying themselves way too much.
Wide open three, way off for Kyrie Mosley. The rebound taken by Brandon Mason. And now Efford, a deep three. Air ball. Rebound Mosley, layup good.
It's the largest lead of the game for either side here, Chris.
Yep, Mosley has 5 now. The spinning layup, no good from Hodge. And it's swatted out of bounds by Bron James, and it will be Risk Gone Crazy ball. 12:15 left in the first half. 13-8, Bron James leads Risk Gone Crazy. Lewis inbounds to Ross, right wing, gives it in the corner now to Lewis. Up top of the key to Hodge. Hodge, Mason guarding him, behind the back, layup on the drive, no good off the glass. Rebound brought down off the tip by Mosley, and he'll bring it up the court with speed. Loose ball down on the court, picked up by Hodge. Back the other way, breakneck pace. That pass knocked away by Brandon Mason, picked up by Hodge, and he'll lay it back in.
That's what needed to happen right there. You end the scoring drought with a fast break bucket. That is exactly how Risk Gone Crazy is going to get themselves back in the ball game. Not to say they're out of it right now. I mean, it's only a one-possession ball game.
So Bron James has possession of the ball right now. 11 and a half left in the first half. 13-10, Bron James over Risk Gone Crazy. Mason gonna drive into the paint. Jump pass to his brother Brandon, laid up and in, and back to a 5-point lead.
Too easily. I'm not sure why there wasn't a collapsing effort down low on the defensive end. Bron James will take those buckets all day long.
Antoine Ross with it now. He's got 2 points so far. Kicked out to Lewis. A deep three for the big man. Knocks it down. Big three, Jamel Lewis, and it is now 15-13.
Who says the big fella can't shoot a three-pointer? Simply outstanding.
So a 2-point game now. David Mason with it. Guarded by Hodge at half court. He'll bring it down top of the key. Gets stuck with his man, Kyrie Mosley. Mosley will drive now with it. Dishes it out to Brandon Mason. Back to his brother, David. Three-pointer off the mark. Mosley with the rebound in the corner. Drives through, right in, and a travel as Mosley runs into Lewis, and that'll be a turnover for Bron James.
That travel's created right there by Lewis. It's great body positioning, straight up vertical defense. Just a bad error.
Now we're just about to the halfway point of this first half. A three ball coming in, no good. That one from number 20, Matt Delavy. Bron James controlling. With it now, Kevin Miller drops it off, and the three ball misses from effort. The rebound, though, brought down, and the layup no good. Otto comes away with it, leaves it now as it is brought up the court by Walker. Gives it to the corner to Ross. Ross loses the ball. Hodge picks up the loose change. Ross with it again. Right wing three, knocks it down.
I tell you, Antoine Ross spends so much time right up here in the Carmichael Gymnasium basketball courts. I can't tell you how many times I've seen him do that. That's his style of game.
So now a 16-15 lead for Risk Gone Crazy. 9:20 left in the first half. Three ball coming from Mosley. Just nicks the iron, and it looks like it goes out of bounds as Josh Walker let that one roll out.
Not so sure that was the smartest shot right there by Mosley. Had an opportunity to start moving around the perimeter and then look to gain penetration.
Ross controlling for Risk Gone Crazy. Top of the key, picks up his dribble, left wing to Walker. Now into the corner, the three ball off the front iron from Taylor. Efford comes down with the rebound. He'll bring it up the court for Bron James. Crosses the timeline now. Antoine Ross on him. Pulling out now, driving, laying it up and in. And a 17-16 lead after the layup from Nick Efford, his third and fourth points of the game. Down into the corner, Nate Otto gives it back up top to Delavy, over to Antoine Ross. Deep three from Ross, rims out, and the rebound easily controlled by Mosley. Up across the line, Mosley's got space, he's going to drive, dishes out. Corner three coming, waiting a long time to take it was number 10, Maurice Horton, and he missed. Ross brings it back the other way, driving, lays it up, air ball, and it's grabbed and brought down by Kevin Miller. Pressure there from Risk Gone Crazy. The ball knocked out of bounds, and it will be Bron James' ball.
I think Ross wanted a foul there, certainly sustained some body contact. This has been the most loosely officiated game we've seen thus far this evening.
So now Horton brings it up the court for Bron James, picks up his dribble, pressure there by Otto. Nice pass inside, layup good for Kevin Miller. I'll tell you, Drew, Bron James is doing a great job spreading the floor and finding space on offense.
Well, the thing was, I really can't say they were favored in this game. It's just been such a cold start for Risk Gone Crazy. But overall, still an even battle. But I predict if Risk Gone Crazy can find their game, and I'm not sure if it's going to be Ross or Hairston, but they can start getting a catalyst to their offense. I think you'll see them take the lead back, and right here's a chance to start building.
And it will be number 41, Jalen Taylor, on the line. He was fouled by Maurice Horton, and the first one rattles around and finally drops for Taylor. It's his first point of the night. It will be the second of two. Taylor knocks that one down a little bit more easily than the first, and it is now 19-18 in favor of Bron James. Kyrie Mosley bringing it up the floor for the men in red. Goes to the right wing, retreats. Guarded there by Taylor. He's going to bring it top of the key now. Driving left, nothing there, so he pulls it back out to the top of the logo at midcourt. 6:25 left in the first half, a 1-point lead for Bron James over Risk Gone Crazy. David Mason going to drive to the elbow, and it's a charge.
Yeah,
nice
that's the
job
right
by
call.
Nate Otto.
That's the absolute correct call right there. Otto was absolutely steamrolled. There's a little bit more momentum back to Risk Gone Crazy.
So that is the third team foul on Bron James. Both teams with 3 team fouls now. Otto with it. He'll hold, gives it left wing to Walker down in the corner. Ross now it works its way back up to Otto, top of the key, guarded by Mason. Back to Walker, and now Antoine Ross left wing. Still outside top of the key, between the legs, trying to find some penetration, not there. He'll give it to Taylor, down to the block to Otto. Nate Otto up, off the glass, rims out. Nice chance for Otto, can't get it to fall, and Nick Efford brings down the rebound. And a reach-in foul called there on number 12, Josh Walker, his first of the game.
That's a tough one. Actually, Walker was another one of those guys who just played in the earlier co-rec game as well. He and Nate Otto on the same team.
Yeah, they finished behind Toon Squad in that last co-rec game, as Otto finished with 14 points. Walker finished with 13, so strong performances from both of them. It'll be interesting to see what they do in a second game. Mason drives, pulls up, off the glass, no good. Brought back by Hodge, he's got space. Driving, lays it up, and it rims out, but he was fouled.
Unbelievable play, great speed once again. Just could not get the roll. And I mean, I tell you, that's just one that the ball makes that decision. That's exactly what it was. There's no reason that shouldn't have fallen, just the sheer fact it didn't.
It was a great shot. I'm not sure how it didn't go, but he was fouled by number 10, Maurice Horton, his second, the team's fourth, and he will come out. And Hodge hit the first free throw. He's got 9 points already in the first half. And it drops on the second free throw. He's got 10 now, 2 for 2 from the line. He's given his team a 1-point lead. Nick Efford across the timeline. Bron James trying to get back on top. Just under 4 minutes left first half. Guarded by Delavie as Efford gives it off for Coasters. He leaves it for Mason. Deep three straight on off the back iron. Long rebound. Grabbed down by Coasters. And he gives it back up to the top to Mosley. Kyrie Mosley will reset. Gives it to Efford. Efford guarded by Otto. Right wing. Nowhere to go. Now he's going to drive spin. Has it poked away. But it goes off of Efford. So it'll be Risk Gone Crazy ball.
Great play by Otto right there. Once again, he's not showcasing himself on the offensive side this time. Instead, just good quality, solid defense.
Here comes a 3 ball from Hodge, right wing, off the front rim. The rebound was grabbed down initially by Delavie, but he loses it out of bounds. And so with 3 minutes left in the first half, it'll be Bron James ball.
Delavie really like to have that one back. I mean, that's one that you just got to come up with on the offensive glass.
Now bringing it down, Mosley. He'll drive left wing, pressured by Hodge. Holding there, nothing doing. He's going to try and spin around. Now he's standing top of the free throw line. He'll retreat back out. 2.5 left in the first half. Mosley still with the ball. Hodge still on him. He's going to take a deep three, blocked by Hodge. Mosley grabs the ball back, loses it again, picked up by Delavie, up to Hodge. Fast break for Risk Gone Crazy. Driving and laying it in is Hodge. He's now got 12 points, and it's a 3-point lead, 22-19 for Risk Gone Crazy.
Transition offense, you get him out. They're able to use the foot speed once again, and at time it's Hodge off the block, going back, creating his own offense. Spectacular work.
Bron James breaks the press. Effort leaves it up near half court for David Mason, the captain of this team. He's guarded by Walker. Works his way down to the 3-point line, left wing, and he's going to retreat there. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. Back up to half court at the logo is Mason. Everybody else down low. He's going to drive, pull up on Walker. No good. Mason wanted a foul. The rebound, though, his brother Brandon comes down with it, leaves it for Mosley left wing. He's going to drive in on Jamel Lewis. And Lewis, it looked like, got a piece of that one as it got up to the rim, but no further. All the way down to Otto, leaves it for Hodge. Driving in, lays it up and good.
Oh, what a spectacular pass once again. Otto's going to get the assist on that. Finished by Hodge. That is a team manufactured bucket.
Hodge with 12 now. Driving, David Mason off the glass, no good. Delavie brings it back the other way. Wishgone Crazy has numbers. Nate Otto in the paint, he'll hold up. Back out right wing, deep three for Delavie. Not even looking was Otto in the miss for Delavie disappoints him. And a timeout called by Bron James as they trail by 5. It's our first break really in the action, Drew, so we'll take a minute here to talk about what's gone on so far and really the standout performance. Javon Hodge has 14 points here in the first half.
Yeah, he has been the standout. You took the words right out of my mouth. The statistics speak for themselves, but I mean, you just look at what he's doing off the ball too. He's been the most consistent hustler. He's been the guy getting back and playing defense, and if the play is made defensively, he's typically the first one back up the floor, creating the offense going in the opposite direction. That's huge. I do like this timeout here by Bron James, though, trying to settle yourselves down. You do not want to go into this half down by a large margin. So this is one where if you can continue trading buckets and try to chip away at a 5-point deficit, you're in really good shape going into the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, and one of the things, when you look at the scoring for both teams, very concentrated scoring for Risk Gone Crazy. Obviously 14 of the 24 coming from Javon Hodge. Antoine Ross also has added 5, but a pretty balanced scoring effort from Bron James. They have 2 guys with 5 and 4 respectively as Kyrie Mosley and David Mason. So a lot more well distributed the scoring for Bron James so far as we're under a minute. They trail by 5.
Well, that's just it. That scoring's not going to allow you to place quality double team defense because you allow somebody who can't score the ball to be open.
Fade away from the baseline right side for David Mason. Misses back up to Delavie. Open layup good. 32 seconds left in the half, and it is a 7-point lead for Risk Gone Crazy. As Delavie picks up his first points of the game. Mosley brings it back. 20 seconds left in the half. Gives it to Effort. He'll retreat back up to half court, driving on Otto. Stops right wing. Gives it there to Coasters. Coasters will give it back to Effort. Finds some room in the paint. Driving in, he's fouled. And the referee indicates it's on the floor. The clock's still running, though.
Not sure who he got that one on. They got Otto with the foul. 15 foul and a quick timeout coming here.
That will do it for the first half as the foul was on the floor, so no free throws for Bron James, but Risk Gone Crazy, a strong performance so far, Drew.
Oh, without a doubt, Risk Gone Crazy, well deserving of the 7-point lead they have at the half. But by no means do you count out Bron James in this scenario. They're going to get these 5 minutes of rest, regroup, and I predict they're going to come out with a little bit of thunder.
Well, we still have 20 minutes of basketball left. Risk Gone Crazy on a 7-game win streak. They need 8 to win the championship. Halfway through, they lead Bron James 26-19. You're watching NC State IM basketball on Wolfpack Sports Television. And we're about ready to get underway for the second half of the men's IM basketball championship here in Carmichael Gymnasium on the campus of NC State University. I'm Chris Lehman alongside Drew Blevins, and Risk Gone Crazy has possession to start the half. The layup from Hodge, no good. Jalen Lewis with the rebound. He's fouled going up. No basket, but he'll go to the line.
Yeah, we've been waiting for Risk Gone Crazy to go ahead and start exploding. They did at the end of the first half. Clearly they haven't stopped since.
Tommy Coasters picks up his second foul. It's the first team foul of the half for Bron James. And Jalen Lewis now at the line. His first free throw off the front rim and drops away, no good. Lewis with 3 points so far in the game as his second free throw rings off the back iron, no good, so he's 0 for 2 from the line. Kyrie Mosley, right wing, open 3, he'll take it, and he misses. Jalen Lewis going up with Brandon Mason, and Mason tips it out of bounds. So it is risk on crazy ball here just over a minute into the second half.
Truth be told, I haven't been really impressed with the play of Lewis down low. He's getting out-jumped, out-rebounded, and hadn't been a quality scorer down low.
Oh, and a hard foul, and it looks like Keenan Hairston is shaken up a little bit. Got hit in the face on that one, but it will be a foul on him.
Quite literally took that one on the chin after the fall.
So both teams with one foul in this half, as David Mason was tripped up there by Hairston. And now Bron James controlling up near half court. Kyrie Mosley. Mosley guarded by Hodge. Top of the key. He's going to drive left down to the block. That shot rims off, and it's taken down by number 41, Jalen Taylor, for risk gone crazy. He'll bring it in. Pass down low to Hairston. Layup good.
That's too easy. There's nobody defending down low. This has to be a shift by Bron James to go ahead and get defense down in the low post.
And that was the first 2 points for Keenan Hairston of the game, the first 2 points of the second half. Nick Efford hands it off to David Mason, top of the key, drives right, dishes out to his brother Brandon. Down in the left corner now, Efford has it swatted out of his hands by Taylor and out of bounds, so it'll stay Bron James' ball as they inbound. Brandon Mason gives it back to Efford, left wing, guarded there by Hairston. He goes up for the hook shot after a drive, misses. The rebound scrambled for, and it looked like number 31 for Bron James, Tommy Coasters, was standing out of bounds when he touched the ball. So it will be risk on crazy ball. Quickly up the court, long pass stolen away by Mosley. Up the court, he has it taken away. Loose ball picked up by Hodge, plenty of space. Driving in, his floater swatted away by Coasters. Taylor with it now, outside from the left wing, a three. Misses off the iron. Jalen Lewis pump fake, has it blocked away as he goes up. Gets the rebound, goes up again and misses. Hairston gets the long rebound, gives it out to Hodge in the left corner, three. Bounces up and in.
That's a tough one. You got 5 guys down low on Lewis. You need to come up with that defensive rebound. Instead, it pops back up to the top of the key. One pass, triple bucket.
So now Javon Hodge with 17 as we have a foul on Taylor. That is Jalen Taylor's first foul. It's the second team foul of the half. It's inbounding now Mason with it. He drives down the right side. His layup misses. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Brandon Mason. Rolls the ball into the corner for Coasters. His three misses and a foul. We'll see who it's on. And it looks like it will be Jalen Taylor, his second foul in a minute. 3 team fouls for risk gone crazy.
I'm not so sure if that's a foul on either side. They were tangled up. Both players making an effort toward the ball, though.
So Bron James with the ball, inbounded, full court press on from risk gone. Excuse me. This is the offensive end for Bron James. And they will control. Kyrie Mosley back up to about half court, and Nick Efford. Efford guarded by Hairston. He gets the screen from Mosley. He's not really going to take it, but he drives right side from the right wing, just a long two. Off the rim, no good. Swatted out of bounds by Jamel Lewis.
You know, it's been a good possession here by Bron James, but the issue is they haven't been able to score the basketball. Good possessions are one thing, but sooner or later, ball's got to go through the net.
Mosley has it in the corner. Guarded there by Hodge. Up to the left wing, driving down in. Layup, no good from Mosley. Rebound taken down by Hodge. He'll bring it back up. He'll stop on the right wing. Gives it top of the key to Taylor. Taylor, jump step in. Lays one up and in. Great floater. Jalen Taylor picks up 4 points now on the game. 14.5 minutes left in the contest. 33-19, risk on crazy. Bron James, deep three coming from Nick Efford off the back iron. Rebound grab down by Brandon Mason. Gets it outside. Now Kevin Miller back up to Mosley. Mosley at the three-point line. He's going to take a deep three. Air ball grabbed down by Brandon Mason. Great job staying in bounds. Gets it out to Efford. A foul on the shot on Mason, and he'll go to the line for three.
Yeah, it's a very poor foul right there. It's Hodge. Granted, this is only Hodges' second, but that's one that doesn't need to be taken. And the other thing is, I appreciate Bron James having the confidence to start shooting the triples, but quite honestly, don't shoot them if they're not going in.
First free throw of 3 missed there by David Mason. He's now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe.
It's now getting into crunch time. 13:30 and clock rolling.
Second one good there by Mason, bringing Bron James' total up to 20 points. And one more free throw coming for David Mason. That one rolls around on the rim before dropping in. Now 4 for 5 from the line is David Mason. 33-21 the score, a foul. And it looks like they're going to call an offensive foul.
Nope, just out of bounds right there.
Oh, and I guess Javon Hodge stepped out of bounds, so Bron James ball down by 12. David Mason right wing. He's got a pick for Miller, denies it, drives in and lays it up for 2.
There you go. That's what they're going to want to try to do.
Antoine Ross out deep 3, coming, knocks it down.
You just can't allow him to be open in that much space because Ross is going to make you pay.
And another foul on Risk Gone Crazy. So 5 team fouls already as Jalen Taylor picks up another foul. Corner 3 from Mosley, guarded by Hodge off the front rim, and Hodge grabs the rebound, dribbles it off a foot and out of bounds. And it looks like it went off at Jamel Lewis's foot. So Bron James gets possession back down by 13 with just under 12 to go.
I don't know why Bron James isn't driving more. I mean, it's 5 team fouls already against Risk Gone Crazy. Why not go ahead and look for opportunities to get yourself to the free throw line?
And that will put Bron James in the bonus. Javon Hodge now 3 fouls. And fouls could become a problem for Risk Gone Crazy. They've got 2 guys with 3 in Javon Hodge and Jalen Taylor. And Keenan Hairston also has 2. 3 free throws for Nick Efford. He knocks down the first. 36-24 now is the score. Second one good.
It's a really big free throw right here because this would provide an answer to Ross's initial 3. And Ross doesn't get any rest because, once again, Hodge has to go off with 3 fouls.
And so Efford knocks down all 3. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight, and he's cut the lead to 10. Antoine Ross with it for Risk Gone Crazy in the right corner. Back up half court to Hairston. Crossfield pass, or court pass to Jalen Lewis, who takes a deep 3 and misses. Efford brings it back up for Bron James. He'll take another 3. That one hits the front rim, and it's grabbed by Jalen Lewis. Gives it up to Taylor, on to Hairston, layup good.
Another easy bucket in transition.
Now up the court, David Mason. He dishes it to Kevin Miller, and another foul. This one, I believe, will go against number 12, Josh Taylor.
Back to the stripe once again.
Excuse me, I misspoke. That is Josh Walker. And now in the bonus at 7 fouls. So will work in the favor of Bron James. They'll be shooting now on almost all their fouls as the 1-and-1 is good from Mason as they continue to try to eat away at this Risk Gone Crazy lead. Second free throw, no good. And it will be brought back up by Risk Gone Crazy's Antoine Ross. Gives it into the corner to Harrison. Back out right wing to Ross. Guarded by Miller. He's going to drive. Ross. The little finger roll does not go in the paint. And the loose ball picked up by Ross as he gathers his own rebound.
What hustle by Ross to create that play.
Hairston knocks down a big 3. And it really seems, Drew, that every time that Bron James gets some momentum as they get tangled up, and I think they're going to call either out of bounds or a foul on David Mason.
Yep, they are. It's going to be Risk Gone Crazy ball. If you want to look at the X factor in this game, it's the hustle and the fact that offensive rebounds have come in plentiful portions to risk on crazy. I mean, yeah, they may have a little bit of a height advantage, but they have just been tenacious on the offensive glass, and that's created a lot of second chance opportunity points.
Yeah, that has been a huge advantage. The size of Jalen Lewis down low when he's in the game for Risk on Crazy. There have been 2 instances where he's put up 3 shots and missed and grabbed all 3 rebounds. So somehow, some way, Bron James is going to have to find a way to grab those.
Yeah, the quick pause here is for some moisture that happens to be down there on the floor surface. So the officials will be charged with mopping that up. And
so the clock has been stopped. 8 minutes, 56 seconds left in this contest. NC State's Men's Competitive League IM Basketball Championship. The winner will participate in the NERSA National Tournament in 2 weeks. 41-17 the score. Risk on Crazy with the lead over Mr. Bron James. Looks like we're finally ready to go again, and Nate Otto back in the game for Risk on Crazy, along with Josh Walker, Keenan Hairston, Matt Delavie, and Antoine Ross are the 5 on the floor for Risk on Crazy, as they are in black tonight. Hairston with it right wing, guarded by Mosley. I'll give it to Ross, into Walker, back out to Ross. Thinks about the deep 3, decides not to, gives it across to Delavie. He pump fakes into the corner. Hairston a 3, got it.
oh, that's huge.
Nothing but net.
That's no easy shot. Hairston was so quiet in the first half and has roared to life here in the second.
Hairston has 10. He has 2 threes already second half, 6 points for him. Now with the coasters, gives it down to David Mason. Shoots one off the glass and in. Mason with 11 points now, trying to keep his team in it. So they're down 15 now with 8 minutes remaining. Matt Delavie at half court for Risk on Crazy. Gives it to Antoine Ross. He holds up, guarded by Brandon Mason. Finger roll off the glass, bounces in.
Oh my, the scoop shot. Antoine Ross's turn to go ahead and catch fire.
Foul there on Delavie, and it looks like it will be on the floor against Mosley, so it'll be 1-1 for Kyrie Mosley.
It's the 8th team foul here. Just under 7.5 to go. So if you are Risk on Crazy, you do need to be cognizant of the fact that you are getting closer to double bonus chances.
The first free throw missed by Mosley, and now a corner 3 chance for Delavie. He knocks it down.
Well, I can tell you, Risk on Crazy is going crazy from right over there near the baseline. That's the spot where they have absolutely been in fuego.
And a foul on the floor. It'll be the 9th team foul. Hairston will have his 3rd. It looks like the referee indicating he reached around. 9 team fouls already, almost in the double bonus is Bron James.
That's kind of surprising for a 20-minute run clock. And after it was a fairly clean first half, too.
Mason's free throw rims out, rebound taken down by Risk on Crazy. Delavie gets it now left wing. Leaves it out half court for Walker. Walker will work his way down to the 3-point line, guarded by Brandon Mason. He's going to drive to the left, layup jammed up against the glass and the rim. Rebound brought down by Bron James's Tommy Coasters, and it's knocked out of bounds. The passes immediately inbounding, though, to Nick Effort. He'll bring it up for Bron James. He's going to pull up for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Brandon Moss the rebound, gives it to Coasters. Right corner, open 3. Got it.
That's a big bucket. If there is going to be any sort of miracle comeback, it has to start building off that basket.
Back up the court now, Risk on Crazy. Nate Otto playing in his 2nd championship game tonight. Hands it off top of the key to Antoine Ross. Ross driving to his left. Layup good.
He's unstoppable. Simply unstoppable. And that has been so huge moving forward.
Effort will draw the foul on Otto. And now it will be the double bonus.
Yeah,
So-
but Chris, honestly, we're looking at this. It's getting to be too little too late.
Yeah, it does seem that way. A 19-point lead with 5 minutes to go seems pretty safe. The first free throw for Efford rolls off the front of the rim and misses. It's his first miss from the line today. He's 4 for 5 now. Second attempt now, Efford. Again short, but it rolls in this time. 5 for 6 from the line. Nick Efford, he's got 8 points on the night. But Antoine Ross will bring it up, leaves it for Delavy, who slips going to get it. Gives it into the corner to Otto. And it looks like we will get an out-of-bounds call. 4.5 to go now. An 18-point lead for Risk-On. Crazy inbounding is Delavy. Gives it to Hairston in the corner. Turns around, lays it in past Brandon Mason.
You want to talk about a display of basketball skill. This Risk-On Crazy team in the second half has put on the single best performance I think I've seen from a whole team.
David Mason, pull-up three. He's now got 14, trying to keep his team within striking distance. He's got a long way to go, an official timeout. But it'll give us a chance to talk about some of these top performers for Risk-On Crazy. Keenan Hairston and Antoine Ross both have 12 points, and Javon Hodge 17, Drew. They're really putting it together for this team tonight.
Oh, without a doubt, they most certainly are, and that could pose a threat even moving forward because it looks like this team is going to play some extra basketball in a couple of weekends here.
Nate Otto with it for Risk-On Crazy. Just under 4 minutes now. Left wing, he has it poked away by Efford, who picks it up. He'll bring it back up the court with speed, and it's a charge. Getting the feet set, Matt Delavy draws the foul on Efford.
Tough call to make, those block charges. I think I'm going to have to side with the official there on that one, though. It was a good play by Delavy to go ahead and get his feet down.
And now forced to press is Bron James, breaking it. Risk-On Crazy, the transition three from Delavy misses. He gets it back, left wing again. Efford goes in, steals that one. Delavy behind him, he's going to run in, has it poked away and out of bounds, but it will stay at this end as it was off of Risk-On Crazy's Matt Delavy.
Good converging defense. Hairston and Delavy getting in there, preventing the easy basket.
The corner three from Mosley misses. Rebound brought down by Coasters. Gives it out to Mason. Long three. Rims out. They go up for it. Coming down with it, Antoine Ross. Brings it up across half court around Efford. Driving into the paint. Poked away by Mason, and a foul on David Mason for a reach in. That's his third.
His third, and the clock's really starting to work against Mr. Bron James here.
4 team fouls on the half for Bron James. 8 total on the game. They've done a great job. On the other hand, 10 fouls this half for Risk-On Crazy. 15 on the game. Deep three from Delavy. Knocks it down, and he's heating up.
This is quite the display of shooting from Delavy. He wasn't somebody I was expecting to cause a huge eruption, but he's draining him from beyond the arc.
Effort tries to answer, and he misses. Ross with the rebound, gives it up to Hairston. Laid up, he misses. Ross gets the rebound, though, over Mason. He'll bring it back out and take some time off the clock. A 20-point lead for Risk-On Crazy. Jalen Lewis is back in the game. But Delavy will take the three, knocks it down.
Unbelievable. This kid is raining them in from downtown.
4 players with 10-plus points for Risk-On Crazy now. Trying to answer Mosley. His rings off the iron, no good. Coasters with the rebound in the corner. The three, way long, and Jalen Lewis with the rebound. Stretch pass looking for Otto, stolen by David Mason, and he'll bring it back with a minute and a half left. Dribbles it off the foot of Otto, but maintains control, gives it to Efford. The three off the front rim, no good. Back the other way, Delavy from Ross, back to Ross. And Ross will waste some clock. Antoine Ross back at half court, guarded by Efford. 1:17 left in the game, 59-36, Risk-On Crazy over Mr. Bron James.
You know, for a second there, I thought Delavy was going to pull up another one. He's got 3 in a row, Chris.
I'm not sure he wants to try his luck. Hairston the three, misses. No one there for Risk-On Crazy. The rebound grabbed by Nick Efford. 1 minute left in the contest. Long pass looking for David Mason, and it goes off his hand and out of bounds.
Well, that just sort of summed it up here for Mr. Bron James. The reason I say that, the chances have been there. They've been open and free. Just hadn't been able to convert. That's unfortunate. If you're not completing those offensive possessions and ending with points, you will not beat Risk Gone Crazy.
So now Nate Otto with the ball. Behind the back pass. Up at half court to Delavy. 40 seconds left in the game. He's guarded by Mason. Stolen away. Great play by Mason. In on a fast break. Laid up. He misses. Efford with the rebound. Back out into the corner. Fadeaway three. Rims out. And Antoine Ross with the rebound for Risk Gone Crazy. Under 30 ticks on the clock. Ross across the timeline. He'll give it to Jalen Lewis, right wing. Guarded by Brandon Mason all the way into the corner for Delavy. Rims out on the three with 15 seconds left, and it looks like Bron James might just run out this clock.
And I can't blame them. They have played with tenacious heart. It's been a good effort, but at the end of the day, Risk Gone Crazy has just been too strong. Well-deserved chance to play in front of a national audience.
So the game is over, a blowout. Risk Gone Crazy, a team that averages 68 points a game, the most of any men's competitive team here at NC State, ends with 59 and a 23-point victory over Mr. Bron James. Drew, what are your thoughts?
I think that this was a well-played basketball game by both teams. Like I said, the chances were there for Mr. Bron James to try to convert, to try to create some offense, and at the end of the day, they just couldn't get it done. Risk Gone Crazy on the other end explodes in the second half. They took all of their effort, combined it. Like I said, it's the best team performance I've seen in any singular half of basketball tonight in all the championship games. Well-deserved victory for Risk Gone Crazy.
All right, well, that will do it for our coverage of men's competitive IM basketball championship. As the final score, Risk Gone Crazy 59. Mr. Bron James falls with 36 points, and Risk Gone Crazy will play in a couple of weeks in the NERSA National Tournament. This has been IM Basketball from NC State University, and for everyone here at Wolfpack Sports Television, thanks for watching.